Spinning is all about the process that is followed to transform fibers into yarns in their final form. Simple as it sounds, this process has multiple stages, and problems in any of these yarn spinning stages can lead to output quality being hampered and overall productivity being compromised. Given that the reliability and usability of sliver can and related products also have a direct effect on operational efficiency levels, being aware about the best practices to use them is also vital. In what follows, we will take you through the broad phases in the fiber to yarn journey. 1. Bale opening and blending. The spinning process kickstarts with the bale opening. The cotton, which is present in bales in a heavily compressed form, is converted into a cleaner and looser form. Through careful blending, variations and inconsistencies in the yarn are minimized, and overall homogeneity is enhanced. The fibers are moved to the blending area, and the bales are opened at the same time. High-quality compressed air is used to make sure that the fiber mixing is done in an uniform manner. 2. Unicleaning. Cotton, in its raw form, has plenty of accumulated dirt and contamination particles. These include seeds, sand grains, leaves and more, which have to be eliminated from the cotton bale. For this, the cotton fiber has to be compressed into streamlined sheets. At the end of this unicleaning stage, the lap is formed, which has to be further prepared and processed. Once all the fiber fragments and other such external elements are eliminated, the fiber becomes ready to be moved to the next stage. This can be considered as the initial stage of the core spinning process. Opposing spikes, air current, and beaters are used in the blowroom, with the key objective being smooth and efficient removal of impurities from the cotton fibers. After the material is opened and the tufts are formed, thorough cleaning is done, and, if required, blending, if required, between two or more fiber types. The flocks, or laps, that are formed have proper width and height uniformity. In certain instances, the open fibers may also be transferred into a chute feed. A systematic sequence of dividing, redividing activities is performed in the carding machinery, for carefully disentangling and intermixing the fibers. The lay, which, in essence, is a thin fiber sheet, is formed during this stage. Impurities, which were not removed in the blowroom, and neps are removed at this stage. By opening individual tufts, and converting the lap into sliver, fiber becomes untwisted and smooth. Broadly speaking, this stage includes two broad action types, carding and stripping. It is also essential to use high-quality sliver can for carding, that would eliminate risks of yarn defects. 5. Draw framing. The sliver that comes out from the carding stage is, generally, rather uneven, non-uniform. The draw framing stage is vital in this context, since over here, the doubling and drafting machinery is used to create single strands from multiple strands that were obtained in the previous stage. Unevenness is minimized through equalizing, parallelizing is done to set yarn strength parameters, and variations in the raw material are made up for by blending. 6. Combing. A hugely important phase in yarn spinning. Combing is where the actual formation of sliver takes place. Prior to that, all existing impurities present in the comber lap are eliminated, and short fibers are removed as well. The comber process includes several key actions, including lap feeding and nipping, roller detaching, piecing, and cylinder comb cleaning. A big percentage of fiber neps are done away with at the combing phase. The fibers are straightened too, and sliver evenness is maximized. 7. Roving or speed frame. In this stage, a standard roving frame is present, for feeding the drawn slivers, and adding a proper twist to them. Spinning can products are used to collect these roving strands, following which, they are transferred to the spinning machinery. The linear fiber density is minimized, and the overall sliver size is brought down to make it ideal for yarn spinning. A. Drafting, to reduce per unit sliver length. B. Twisting, to add roving strength. And C. Winding, for winding on the roving bobbin. 8. Ring frame. The fineness of the fiber gets a significant boost with the help of ring frame. The roving is drafted for enhancing this fineness, and yarns of the requisite count and strength levels are formed, by twisting. To ensure secure, damage-free storage and processing of the twisted yarn, the latter is winded in the bobbin. The processes that take place in the ring frame include drafting, creeling, doffing, twisting, winding and building. Finally, yarn strengthening is done in the spinning stage, by adding a certain level of twit. Following this, ring bobbin winding is done. The package size should ideally be relatively large, to ensure better productivity and efficiency. Autoconers are used for precisely this purpose. Splicing and/or cutting is done too, for doing away with possible yarn imperfections, poor thickness, slubs, etc. Choice of spinning can in particular, and material handling systems in general, is of immense importance in yarn spinning processes at mill floors. For instance, if the cans chosen by a mill are not compatible with the installed spinning machinery, e.g., Rioter or Truscheler or any other OEM, that can lead to significant production downtimes and problems. Each of the spinning stages has to be carried out with a lot of care and precision, to ensure that the final yarn quality